Yeah.
This is Record Royale, where we throw two albums into the ring with one another and see which one comes out on top. Yo, what's going on? How are we doing?
Here we go.
Very good.
Good. Hey, Brad, I was thinking about today, City Road Lager. Where are we at with City Road Lager?
What's the latest? Well, I've got some good news.
Yep.
I've got some bad news.
Oh.
As of 2 weeks ago, so you're supposed to leave it for like 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks yesterday. The bad thing is, my roommate is doing Parch March.
Right.
So he's not drinking beers.
Yeah.
So we want to do them together. So we're just going to wait till April the 1st.
So, do you put them in the fridge now, or you just keep them out?
We can just put them anywhere now. Yeah.
That's
We
exciting.
just got them in the garage, just chilling.
Tell you what though, they give you
yeah.
some more time to whip up a design, stick it on.
Exactly. Yeah. Well,
Get some
that's what I'm doing
stickers.
for one of my uni assignments. I'm doing like a website for it,
Oh, sick.
which is heaps funny. Yeah, and got to do like some promo videos and stuff as well.
That's so good.
Yeah, so we're actually gonna have like a website for a beer that we can't sell. 'Cause we don't have a license.
What do you make the website through? Oh, is it a WordPress?
No. It's like full on like Dreamweaver.
Right,
You gotta
and they
like
pay for
develop. No. Yeah. They pay for the actual server or whatever. But we got to design a website.
it. That's heaps
Like
good.
not through like one of them template ones that.
Oh, is it
sites
like
give you.
HTML backend?
Yeah, you got to.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's called
goodness.
Dreamweaver.
Yeah.
It's like an
Oh.
Adobe one.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
that exact course.
You probably did the exact.
I did it as an elective,
Yeah,
thinking.
it's a comms course.
Yeah, I did. I did it thinking it was like a template, like just make a website. And I was like, it'll be like social media stuff because I saw social, and I was like, it'll be sweet. Went in there first week, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I'm keen to do it though. Just the whole uploading to the server bit's a bit tricky.
I ended up using a template. Apparently, you can just use a template.
Oh yeah. It's more just like because you can go up and try and test your site out, and so far mine's just a video that doesn't work. So yeah, I need to do some work for that. Got an assignment due next week, but it should be good.
Yeah, right. Okay,
Nice.
that's
Yeah.
cool. I can't wait.
But
That's
yeah.
gonna be so
Yeah.
good. I'll have
Got some
to.
designs
I'll
coming.
have to pre-order one.
Yeah. No, well, you boys can have one. Maybe
Ah,
Yes.
if you're
look at
lucky.
this guy.
Yeah.
That can
If
be
you're
that can
lucky.
be our 50th episode celebration. City Road Lager.
Bees at City Road.
It's
City
coming.
Road
It's
Brew
coming.
House.
It's coming up. It's coming up, listeners. I hope you're all keen. 50th episode. We're planning something. We don't know what yet. We've been chatting about it off air, off the record, of course. But
We're plotting something, that's for sure.
yeah, it should be good. 50th episode. The bracket episode is coming up as well. It's gonna be good. And not only that, but we are using Zoom. Okay, we've mentioned that we talk via Skype. Not anymore. We finally came to the year 2020.
Yeah.
A year late, and we're using Zoom because, dear God, it is better. But
It feels so good.
Yeah.
no more. If we mess up the audio, no more crunchy little episodes. We're gonna be sorted.
Exactly.
It's gonna be great. So, any guests that are coming on in the future, they're gonna love it. It's gonna be bloody great, and
We
it
know
feels
how-
good. It feels really good to be on Zoom. We're sorry to Skype, but you had your time in 2009. It is
You kinda
Zoom's
suck.
time now.
Yeah,
Kinda
and you
suck.
still suck.
Yeah, pretty
You kinda
shit.
It feels like, it's gone from like Samsung to Apple or something.
Yeah,
That's what it feels like.
yeah, legit. It's really great. It's really
Yeah.
great. Speaking of great, this week's listening of albums,
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
great,
It's been
especially compared to last week where we were just scarred out.
Yeah.
A bit too much ska, a bit too much wah. But this week, especially the Gorillaz album, we're already getting the episode. But like, it was one of those albums where you listen to it and you know you're listening to a good album, like a piece of
Yeah.
work. It's not just like songs
very-
thrown together.
It's an expensive sounding album.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and
Yeah,
it's
especially
huge.
considering they have like a different orchestra per song, basically.
yeah. And even
It's
MGMT as well, same thing.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
they're both.
It's, a
It's
piece
been
of art,
refreshing
for
to
sure.
do something that's not rock and roll as well. We've done a lot of rock and roll.
done a
this
lot of
season.
rock,
season.
done a lot of guitar this season. Not complaining, like a lot of
No,
guests have
but-
come on and brought on those albums, which are great, and we've got some more coming
Yeah.
up next week. But it's good to change the genre up. We've been doing that since the
Absolutely.
first couple of weeks, and it's been good.
For sure.
Let's get into it, I reckon. I'm bloody keen. So let's do it. We're doing the Gorillaz, Plastic Beach, MGMT, Little Dark Age. All right. So the Gorillaz, the world's most successful virtual band from London, England. Real quick, what are some other virtual bands?
Like
Crazy Frog.
Crazy Frog. Yeah, I suppose.
the Monkeys?
But were they a virtual
I know they
band?
were like real people as well, but I think there was like a cartoon
Okay.
that might have gone along with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they're the only one, are they?
Well, I don't know. There would be other ones, but like.
Oh, Alvin and the Chipmunks?
Yeah. Yeah.
Josie and
I guess.
Josie and the Pussycats?
I suppose the B Sharps.
B Sharps. Most importantly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So Damon Albarn, who we've mentioned on the pod before with his band Blur, he is the vocalist. He does all the instruments, songwriting, music production for Gorillaz, and Jamie Hewlett does the artwork, the visuals, a little bit of songwriting, character design, video direction. And I should mention the names of the band members: 2D, Noodle, Murdoch Nichols, and Russell Hobbs, the Gorillaz. But really, it's just Damon Albarn. This was their third studio album, released on the 3rd of March 2010 by Parlophone Records, who we've mentioned before. They're definitely a big label in the UK and Europe. 3 singles: Stylo, Superfast, Jellyfish, and On Melancholy Hill. Peaked at number 2 in the UK, 2 in the US, 1 in Australia, of course it did, and 3 other countries as well, so pretty big album. NME's 77th best album of the 2010s as well. I went through Pitchfork's top 200 of the decade, and I don't think it didn't make the cut, actually.
Really?
Which is pretty surprising, because they gave it like a really, really high rating when they reviewed it. But, you know, who knows? It was a 2010 album. I don't know. Maybe a lot of people forgot about it. MGMT. I cannot pronounce it. Quick. MGMT.
MGMNT.
Yeah, management. From Middletown in Connecticut in the US. I don't think we've done a band from Connecticut. Andrew Van Wingarden and Ben Goldwasser are the 2
They got
members.
some crazy names.
Yeah.
I didn't know that till this week.
Yeah, were
Nuts.
they Dutch or something? I don't know.
I don't know.
4th studio album released on the 9th of February 2018 by Columbia Records. It was co-produced by the band Patrick Wimberly and Dave Fridman. Wimberly's worked with Beyonce. Fridman did all MGMT's albums. He also did the Flaming Lips. He mixed a couple of Tame Impala albums. And he also did some work with OK Go, who have the record for like the most iconic music video ever. Or one of them. 4 singles: Little Dark Age, When You Die, Hand It Over, and Me and Michael. Yep, put some autotune on that. And peaked at 35 in the US, 27 in the UK, and 31 in Australia. So not as like big. Definitely not as big as Oracular. I'm not pronouncing it again. Their first album.
Yeah.
But pretty good though. Pretty rock solid.
I think they kind of fell into obscurity in between the two.
Yeah.
So there wasn't much. I don't think there was all that much hype going into this one, really. I think everyone thought it was going to be another... Well, except for when the singles came out, but I think everyone thought it was just going to be super experimental, which it is.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
a
like,
lot more than it is. You know?
Yeah. There's... Well, by the way, let's get into the elements. There is like a lot of... I mean, this album, it does sound like their first album a little bit, like the instruments they use, but the songwriting is completely different, I think.
Yeah. I think there are a few... I don't really get much of the first album at all. Besides their voices, maybe, but even that, they're pretty... it sounds like a completely different band to me, which is...
I watched a little YouTube video, and the first album's more of like a...
It's a joke.
It's more of a meme, yeah. They made it to prove how easy it is to write pop music.
Yeah.
And they blew up and wrote couple of the biggest pop songs of the 2000s.
Yeah.
And then they pissed that off and did their own stuff and didn't hit as well. Congratulations is still a pretty cool album. Not all about the self-titled.
Yeah.
But then they kind of went into their own little dark age, you could say.
Yeah.
And then they came out and gave this, and it's really refreshing, I think.
It is, for sure.
Because it does bring back some like some more poppy elements, at least in terms of like structure and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially with the singles.
Just repeating choruses.
Yeah, exactly.
But
pretty much.
I remember when you showed me this album, Brad,
Yeah.
We were in the car and you started playing it, and I just had no idea what it was, but I was like getting really into it, and I was like, who on earth is this? Thinking it was some new band. And when you said MGMT, that blew my brain.
Yeah.
That it was, they were doing this.
It's so
Pretty,
cool.
yeah, it's incredible.
That makes a lot of sense that you said that Tame Impala mixed this album.
You mean
because
the producer?
I mean, sorry, the same dude.
Yeah.
Kevin Parker mixed this album. Yeah, sorry. Because I think like Lonerism's like one of my favorite mixed albums of all time, and so is this, and that makes it checks out with some good headies. This album sounds amazing.
Yeah.
There's so much room for everything, and I think the first song is such a good example of that. She Looks Out Too Much. There is so much going on, even that just that intro.
Yeah, I've gotten written down
crazy.
that a lot, like in a lot of the songs, so many things that don't, like just weird little bass lines and stuff that never repeat.
Yeah.
That'll just go over the top, like so many ornamental things all through a lot of the tracks. Same with When You Die as well. There's a lot of that stuff. It's just
that is a masterpiece, that song.
yeah. When You Die is, I think, one of my might be my favorite as well.
Yeah, I would have to say it probably is.
And
yeah, you
go. I was just gonna say, that the mix on that is crazy as well.
Yeah, exactly. If you close your eyes and sit back or smoke upon a little something, not saying what, you could get lost in that song. What do you think of the album, Sandy? I'm keen to hear what you thought.
Production wise, just exactly what you guys said. Like, it's one of those albums. So was the Gorillaz album, production wise, but the Gorillaz album I thought was a bit more change in the songs, variety in each song. But the MGMT album, Little Dark Age, it kind of ran really well production wise, and the songs just worked super well together. I did one negative, not about production, but the lyrics. I think there's some lyrics on the songs. So I don't usually take note of lyrics when I first listen to an album. I've said this many times before. I'm all about the melodies. But there were some lyrics on the songs TSLAMP to what does it stand for? To
time spent
looking at my phone. And When You're Small as well. I was like, that just stood out to me in that sucks.
When you're small, really, it doesn't hit, does it?
Nah,
in my opinion,
no, it didn't.
It's probably the only dud on the album.
Yeah, and
maybe
that one and
maybe James as well, depending on how you feel.
Just those two songs in particular, just because the lyrics were like the main vocal chorus line. I was like, this is not good. It just didn't.
Yeah.
Just didn't hit.
I didn't mind James.
James
Days That Get Away, I think.
What?
I don't mind that track. But
what?
I still think it's a good track, but it's
Shut
not
up. It's great.
You reckon?
It's so good. Are you serious? It is like a cooked. It's like the weird time signature. I think it's in 6.
Yeah. Oh no, I still like it, but for me, it's a dip, a little dip.
I reckon it's like a. It's almost like an intermission for the album.
It is an intermission.
It really slows down, gets quite sedated, and
speaking of intermissions, what did you guys think of Glitter Freeze?
No, it's a no from me. Glitter Freeze. There was a couple of songs I actually thought those couples. I didn't really like Empire Ants as well.
Empire Ants is my favorite track for sure.
Yeah, there you go.
As if, I don't know. Exactly. That's my favorite song as well.
I don't know.
Empire Ants is I reckon the first time I heard it, I almost cried when the drop comes.
Yeah, there you go.
And I was listening in the dark, nothing going on, and just tingles up my spine.
Because I just
so
thought
seamless.
The first 5 tracks, orchestral, even the intro, but Welcome to the World, Plastic Beach, White Flag, Rhinestone Eyes, and Stylo are just back to back to back to back, unreal.
Oh yeah, and then Super Fast Jellyfish and Empire Ants.
Yeah, Super Fast Jellyfish.
It's back to back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah,
it's the first half of this album is perfect, in my opinion.
I think.
But then there are dips.
I think this is the most perfect example of how to do features as well. Because the features, they're not over the top. Especially Snoop Dogg on the first, it's pretty much the first track.
I reckon it's Snoop Dogg's last good track he ever did.
Yeah, it's so effortless.
Snoop line.
And White Flag as well. It doesn't feel like their song, but Obviously, it has to a little bit because they're the main lyric vocalists.
I think it works so well because the Gorillaz are just like
They're
an
not real.
idea.
Yeah.
There's nothing
Yeah,
physical to them. It's just like there's like no like musical boundary that they can not hit. So it's like you can just cut and paste people in. And it still works so well.
Yeah,
because you can just put like one of these characters to the face.
there's only 4.
But everything's still like, even with the like stylo, like that's a pretty crazy mix of people that are working on like Bobby Womack and Mos Def. But Bobby Womack's parts in that like are so ridiculously perfect, but you would never really think of that. They kind of come out of nowhere when they hear you, and he's like so in front of the mix, and you're just like, whoa.
Yeah, I love that track.
And he's just belting it out.
That track, like
So
that
good.
track belongs on some sort of game. Like,
Have you seen the video for it?
No.
It's so sick.
It's Bruce Willis driving with 2D, and they like get shot at and stuff. It's crazy.
It's so sick.
Do they have a music video for every? What's the idea? Do they have a music video for every song, or like do they? Have
No, they didn't. I don't think they had one for every song. They had a lot of them, but they had when this came out, they had a website that was like you could go and it was like an interactive thing, and you would go onto Plastic Beach and you would like kind of explore it, and you could find like they'd have the characters and they'd explain each song and like what it means
That's so
and like
cool.
the story of the whole album.
Well, I
So
wrote.
they had like a whole thing about White Flag, about how the 2 rappers that are on it arrived with them on the ship or something. I can't remember how they get there. I think it's a plane maybe. And then
it's in the film clip for one of them, I think.
yeah, and they love that like they can do whatever they want kind of thing.
That is
They're
crazy
free of
song.
like money and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That song blew my mind when I heard it. That was the
pretty-
first time I've ever heard it.
It's got the National Orchestra for Arabic Music.
Whoa.
That's the orchestra that plays at the beginning.
Oh my
Pretty
god.
epic.
That's such a weird song.
It is a weird song. But there's
All the songs are pretty weird. Like I wrote down what he said the album was about. It was like trying to make people understand the essential melancholy of buying a ready-made meal in loads of plastic packaging. And
that's Super Fast Jellyfish, isn't it?
is it? Well, yeah, I just wrote down. Like I'm pretty sure. That's a lot of the songs.
Yeah.
A lot of the songs are about
the whole
plastic.
thing is just about like it's not all plastic. It's
like-
like I think like plastic and consumerism is
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the two. So that's where like Super Fast Jellyfish comes in,
Which is
It's, like,
interesting
about
because
buying
then-
stupid shit.
MGMT also said their album was about like after watching the 2016 election and like the idea of living in a Donald Trump ran America, like what that would be. Well, I mean, by the time this album came out, they would have been 2 years in. But so that they're kind of like not similar, but they're both about ways of living and living experiences.
Well, I
suppose.
think
Where
they're
the world
both
sucks. Yeah.
both about very modern problems.
Yeah.
And even though Little Dark Ages like I guess touches on some romance, both of them are pretty void of romance, really.
Yeah.
Which I
And
love.
it's quite refreshing, yeah.
Which is refreshing, yeah. It's
Exactly.
more about like just general problems rather than just like a whole album of love songs, which is
I don't know. It was just really refreshing. Like really refreshing hearing songs about this instead of that. Just like real actual, real world things. Like and not like this is a unique album. Like no album touches on this, and no album can because they've done it. No, nothing else can do this now.
Yeah.
If they do, it'll just be like a copy.
Oh shit!
It's just so good. It's
They are.
really. I'm talking about the Gorillaz, but MGMT as well, in terms of their like the content, lyrical content.
Yeah.
I do like that MGMT has less of a runtime. Plastic Beach is like
It's pretty long.
It's really good.
It does keep going, doesn't it?
It's a big and like some towards the back end. I do like every song, but like Litter Freeze, I like skip. Like I don't have to listen to that
skip.
again.
Yeah. For sure.
And then I love like Some Kind of Nature's a great track, and
Lou Reed on that
On
one.
Melancholy Hill, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a few towards the back, like I don't know. Plastic
If
Beach is kind of good.
For what we're kind of analyzing about it, it drops off at the end because of the runtime. But in terms of like
in
terms of the
I
body
think
of work and what they were trying to achieve, they just thought they needed that extra stuff.
It was also 2010, so I think albums were just longer back then. But
yeah, but I think that
There's a
now
lot.
because we said this last week with Scar, but like some albums are really long now as well because they want to get more Spotify streams and get more streaming. So I don't know. I think it just depends.
But yeah, I do like that about Little Dark Age. It's pretty compact and there's no wasting time, I would say.
I can't, by the end of it as well, I kind of get over the whole, they kind of use the same, Gorillaz use the same sort of drum machine throughout the whole album.
Yeah.
And it does kind of get a little bit stale. I would like some
stale,
some actual drums in there.
Yeah.
And kind of the basses, I mean all the basses are sick, but then there's a couple of like subby ones that I was thinking, especially on the second track, Welcome to the World, Plastic Bear. Imagine if like Thundercat was on that or something.
Yeah.
There was this little thing sometimes where I was just like,
yeah.
But that's just me like being critical. There's nothing. Yeah. It's still so
I might be biased because I was into this album when I remember getting into this like as it came out. So I think I wasn't as, I don't know. I'm very,
you
very
just loved everything.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
That's definitely true.
First comes out.
Fair enough.
But there's some Stylo, Empire Ants for me. On Melancholy Hill, having talked about that, that's like maybe the saddest happy song I've ever heard.
Yeah, and Rhinestone Eyes, like those big thick synths that come in that you kind of don't expect, but it's just like so many layers.
That song is fucking brilliant. That song's so good.
Yeah.
I did know those two songs beforehand, but I never really got around on Melancholy Hill. But I think hearing it in the album made it a lot better.
Yeah.
Like I do like it, but I didn't think it was like a standout track as much beforehand.
For sure.
Cool. Should we do the segments?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do some spanking tattoo ideas. Let's do Get Inked.
Get Inked.
All right. Let's make some tattoos from the lyrics or something to do with the albums. Brad, you want to go first?
All right, here we go. Okay. For the Gorillaz, of Empire Ants, I'm just thinking, this is pretty shit. Just like an ant. Oh boy, an ant. Get this,
just
an ant with a crown over its head, sitting on like a plastic bottle in the sand.
Okay, that's heaps similar to mine. Anyway, go on.
That's not very good. Well, I was reading that song's a lot about how people get lost, like what you call like working the machine, just like kind of contributing just to society in like a very normal way. It's kind of trying to say that people find themselves when they're not doing that sort of thing. So I really like that. So I was thinking, has nothing to do with my tattoo at all, actually. I was trying to spin that into some sort of metaphor. Did not come out too well. Okay, Little Dark Age, I think of time spent sitting on my phone, all the memories you've shared, devoured by prevented monsters. I think that song's a lot about how people these days use phones to like preserve our memories rather than using like our brains, which is a pretty cool idea and pretty true. So I'm thinking if you've watched Futurama, you know the Hypnotoad.
Yeah.
You know the Hypnotoad, Tony?
Yeah.
I'm fairly sure you do. Yeah, I'm just thinking him like on his phone.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That'd actually be pretty good.
Yeah.
I had a pretty similar one to that.
Yeah.
But I was just going to do because it kind of sounds like you're just like the amount of time that you're spending on it, they're kind of like wasting away as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I was going to have like just a phone, but like with a selfie. It's just like a skull. So like a guy that's fully decomposed.
Oh, yeah.
He's been on his phone.
That's cool too.
Yeah.
For so long.
Yeah.
Too many iPads, iPods, and not enough weeds and nusses. It's funny how these... Fuck, what is it? It's not funny how these... No, what's the line? Funny how these touchscreens are making us lose touch. Oh, what a tragic video. What's that video called? I gotta go look everyone up.
He's kind of true though.
Go to social media, man. Search that one up.
Motivational media.
Year 8 fucking day. Anyway, Adam, sorry. What's your Gorillaz one?
My other one was also from Empire Ants, and it was also the little memories marching on your little feet working the machine. Have you guys seen Black Mirror at all?
No, so many people talk about it, and I have not seen it.
Have you seen the episode where they have to ride the bikes to keep like the energy in the city, and they're like get paid on how much they ride on the bike.
Well, it sounds
And they're
cool.
all just like in rows. I was thinking just like like stationary bikes, but it was just the Gorillaz characters all like side by side.
That's
cool.
Heaps good
That'd be
too.
fun enough.
Damn, Adam, killed it this week.
Thanks, guys.
Mine from the Gorillaz, kind of just from like the album's theme of like the plastic beach. Little cartoon plastic water bottle. He's like got a big smile on his face. He's catching a wave on his surfboard. Like, whoa, I'm in the green
Have you done a
room.
few surfing tats, Will? Have you done a few things worth surfing?
Just
I think there's maybe been one
different
before.
characters on the
There's
board.
been another.
Surfing.
I like it.
Yep, maybe.
You like surfing, Becky?
It's coming to Newey in like 2 weeks.
You can
Yeah.
catch,
I'll see you there.
catch me on the green room.
Yeah.
From Little Dark Age. So she works out too much. So I was just thinking like a girl, or maybe a woman, actually, not a little girl, a woman in 1980s like exercise clothes, like really like high vis kind of vibe, just like in a running motion. And there's a guy like on the lounge eating a packet of chips next to her. She works
Decent.
out too much. Yep.
That's cool.
Could I have like the guy who have you ever seen Married with Kids?
No.
I just thought of that.
I'm more
Could have just that couple.
I'm more thinking that South Park episode, the World of Warcraft one, where the
Oh,
guy
yeah,
who
yeah,
sits
yeah.
out and plays.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was kind of getting the vibe.
That guy.
Way grosser
yeah.
than what I was thinking.
So, how do we
That's
kill
great.
who has no life? Classic. Mom, bathroom.
That's such
such
a
a good
disgusting scene.
That's an
so
actual
funny.
classic. All right, let's do
Yeah.
the ad. All right, what songs are we adding to our playlist, the Record Royale ads?
Ooh.
Bradley, what are you chucking in?
Well, I gotta go first.
Yep.
This is great. One of you's gonna put "When You Die" on. You reckon?
Yeah.
Adam, are
Yeah,
you gonna
I
do
would.
that?
Yeah, sorry, you go.
No,
Just
no.
keep
I'm
going.
gonna. Yeah. I might do. This is a bit of a deep cut. One Thing Left to Try off
Oh.
the MGMT album. That is such a good song.
That was one of the fucking singles, wasn't it?
I think it.
Let's have a look.
Same to you?
I think I read that after and I was
Maybe
like,
they had
I
a
can't
music
believe that
video
was a single.
for it, but they
But
didn't
Yeah.
have it. That wasn't an official
Oh.
album.
It's weird
it wasn't
how he,
label single.
The voice sounds on that.
Yeah,
track.
it's really high.
It's
and-
good, but it's
Yeah.
like it doesn't. I thought it might have been a different person, but it's not.
No. Yeah.
Just pitched
Yeah,
up
they're
or
so
something.
versatile with their voices as well.
Yeah.
They can
Yeah.
do like James is so deep,
Yeah.
and then same with Hand It Over. He can get really like whiny and
Mm.
really nice harmonies going around. And you can take a pick really with the Gorillaz album, can you? I'm gonna go Empire Ants because that song's crazy.
Decent.
And Lil Dragon rocks. Like she's so good at features. She has a couple on
She doesn't
Flying
do one with
Lotus's
Subtract
album.
or something.
I'm not too sure about that one, but she has Flying Lotus album. She's on Flume's last full LP.
Yeah.
It's sick as well. She has a great voice. I think she does some stuff with Thundercat as well. Shout out Thundercat for getting a Grammy as well.
Yeah. Huge. Do you see his acceptance video?
No, I didn't.
Him and his
Is it
mum.
funny?
And they're going
Aw,
off. It's so
that's sick.
so cute.
Good for them.
That's a
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go When You Die. Because
Cool.
I think that is the best. That and then Me and Michael's my second favorite. I would say.
Me and Michael's so good.
Um,
So infectious.
and then for Gorillaz, my favorite song when I was a kid was definitely Super Fast Jellyfish, and I still do love that song.
I didn't.
But I don't know if it's the
I
best
don't know.
song.
I need at least another like 10 listens of that song to get around it. Maybe after a few beers.
The hook in that is so nice.
The
Anyway,
hook's so good.
but I'll go. Fuck it. I'm gonna go Super Fast Jellyfish. I don't care.
Sick.
You fools.
Call the cops.
Do it.
I love that song.
Yeah, sick. I'm gonna go Me and Michael. Adam, your second favorite
Nice.
track. I loved that chorus hook. So good. I've had it
So
in my
good.
head. Sung it like twice already.
Love the drum roll up like before each chorus. It just comes in so.
Yeah.
And it's just such like a. I don't know. Get me to a festival watching that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gorillaz. I had Stylo, but I reckon White Flag is like my favorite track.
Really?
Every time that song came on, I was like, "Yeah,
It is pretty.
this is
pretty crazy.
Yeah, like this is This is good. This is all energy.
Yeah,
It's just
it's a weird
Yeah.
song.
It's so
I'm surprised by that.
but I
That's
like
sick.
it.
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really liked White Flag, Rhinestone Eyes, and Silo. Like those three
Yeah.
were my favorites.
Yeah, that's a
Could have
great
picked
1, 2,
any
3.
three. Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's do Spocks and Spacks.
Everyone on your buzzers. Let's play
Spots and stacks. Oh,
Here we go, Bradley. All right.
Oh,
So
no.
Yes.
Brad is going to be singing 3 tracks using some different words. What are you reading from today, Brad?
I've gone back to 1001 albums you should all listen to before we die.
Okay.
Because there's so many albums in here. There's guess what?
There's
There's 1,001 albums in here.
Whoa. Who would have thought?
Okay, I've got
Who would have
I've got a
thunk
new
it?
system. I'm gonna try and like just listen to the music and sing along with it at the same time.
You won't be able to hear us buzz in.
I reckon I will.
Speaking of
I'll see how we
which,
go. Yeah,
Adam, what do you
buzzers.
want your buzzer to be?
Someone done a wooga. You did a wooga.
You
right?
can take it off me. I don't want to use it anymore.
A wooga.
All right, well, I'm going to
I'm
do
gonna do
me and Michael.
that. Nah.
Damn it! All right.
But Brad, what are you going to
Okay,
do
so-
when there's like an instrumental section?
Yeah, I'll figure it out. It'll be fun. I'll cut it out.
Fucking hell. All right,
Alright, ready?
Here we go.
You
So
ready?
the first 2 tracks for our fair listeners are off the 2 albums we're doing
Yeah.
on the pod today. And
Here
the
we go.
third track, Wildcard. All right.
This first one, I reckon you're gonna get it. Hopefully, real quick. It's a bit of a meme. This one. Ready?
All right.
Oh.
Oh, me and Michael.
Oh,
No.
Is it? No.
No.
I mean, that's my
Oh
buzzer.
yeah. Sorry.
That
Yeah.
was confusing. Is it Welcome to the World of the Plastic Beach?
No.
All right. I need to change my buzzer. I'm just going to make it
Yeah.
Eminem. All right.
Nice. All right.
All right, go.
Oh.
Go, Brad.
I'll
Continue.
keep going. Okay.
Wait. A wooga. Is it when you die?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just trying to do that. Yeah.
Hey.
That's it right at the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah. I was hoping you should get that straight away. and
I
such a
had it in
cop-out.
my head. I just couldn't
Yeah.
get to the bit. You know?
Alright. Yeah.
Go fuck
Exactly. All right, here we go. Next, second song. All right, here we go. Oh shit! I should say what I'm reading from. I'm reading from Frank Orange, Channel Orange.
Okay.
Frank Orange.
Sorry.
I'm cutting that out.
No,
That's
you are
embarrassing.
not. You are not, sir.
Oh
we should-
no!
That'd be so arrogant if his name was Frank Orange and then called it Channel Orange. That'd be sick.
Exactly. That's
so nice.
terrible.
Oh my god.
I'm just so nervous and I'm mixing my words up. All right, here we go. His full first album is one of the most intriguing to have grown from the neo-soul side of R&B, named after
Awooga, me and Michael?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes, thank you. That would have been so.
It would have been so
confusing if
easy
you
for
said-
you, Will, because you would have
Yeah,
only
me and
just
Michael,
had
me
to
and
say a
Michael.
buzzer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just had my mind on a Gorillaz song. He's goosed me. All right.
yeah, I did big time.
Give us the
That
wild
would've been
card
way
song.
too
I need a
hard. Here we
consolation
go.
point.
I hope you get this. I'm gonna start throwing my hands after this as well.
As long as it's not a
Alright.
Rage Against the Machine song.
Nah,
With
it's
no
not.
fucking
but
vocal
it doesn't have too much melody. I think we're all good. With his 3 first albums, Kanye West brashly established himself as one of the foremost music artists of the new millennium.
Oh.
We're behind. The boards are in front.
Eminem.
Yeah.
Is it a basement song?
Oh,
Story
close.
So Far song?
Nope.
Fuck. I don't know then. Keep going.
You're so close. You're so close. Alright, I'll keep going. Yeah. Okay. But as he feigned rose, he seemed bent I'm tearing all down, claiming live television that the President, United States.
Oh,
Fuck, that part sounded very
is
familiar.
it a title fight song?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is it?
Uh,
Fucking hell. It's got to be our first
You guys got-
album.
What's
I
yeah?
don't know. Society.
Oh, nah. Come
27.
on. No,
Shed.
it's Shed. Yeah.
ah,
I'm keen to hear myself after that. That might have been terrible. I can't really hear myself. Auto tune
Oh
fix
my
that up
goodness.
very nicely. Sorry, boys.
No, you sounded really good.
no, there was definitely parts. I just couldn't remember which one it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy, was it? It
No,
wasn't.
that was
yeah.
not an easy one.
No.
I
Oh,
can't
well.
wait for Adam to come out next week with like, I don't know, Jingle Bells, that easy or some shit. Nice work though, Brad. Good stuff.
Yeah,
good stuff.
beautiful.
Let's do 2 truths and a lie.
Yeah.
Alrighty,
Do it, idiots.
Adam, hit us with 3 statements. 2 of them are true, 1's a lie.
Alright, so these are all about the Gorillaz. All right.
Cool.
So, Noodle, 2D, Russell, and Murdoch were all visually based on pre-existing characters from Jamie Hewlett's
Hewlett, I
Is that
think.
how you say it?
Hewlett?
Hewlett?
Was it Howard?
He's a original Tank Girl comic. So the thing he did before Gorillaz.
True.
Before forming Gorillaz with Damon, Jamie originally wanted to form a cartoon band called the Sour Grapes with the another Blur member, Graham Coxon. And third, the Gorillaz were featured in an episode of MTV Cribs.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oof. Can you read that first one again?
So Noodle, 2D, Russell, and Murdoch were all visually based on a pre-existing characters from his original Tank Girl comic. So they weren't the exact characters, but they were like characters in it that were pretty similar, and he kind of just
True.
redid them.
I reckon
Okay.
the third one's a lie. I reckon that's pretty funny.
The Gorillaz were featured
That's
in an
pretty
episode
funny.
of MTV Cribs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could Adam just make that up though? I don't know. That's so genius if you did.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's true. Second one.
Yeah, second one though, you could be thinking Blur. Might want to done something with Blur. What was it? You wanted to start a virtual band.
I'm gonna go second one.
Before becoming friends with Damon, he was going to start a cartoon band called the Sour Grapes with other band member Graham Coxon.
True.
I reckon that's probably the
actually know what
lie.
Graham
But Brad,
Coxon
if you're going to
plays.
go that for the spirit of competition, I'll stick with the MTV
Um,
Cribs one. But I think I might have seen the MTV Cribs thing before.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the second one.
Nah, fuck it. I'll just go MTV Cribs. Number 3.
All right. So the Gorillaz did feature in an episode of MTV Cribs,
That's
Yep.
great.
and I think it was around this time. It was their house. They did a lot of like multimedia stuff for the rollout of this.
True.
Um,
That's cool.
And before forming Gorillaz with Damon, Jamie did originally want to start a band. So the first one was a lie.
Brad, you got it wrong.
You got it wrong, Brad. You both both of you. Both imbeciles.
So I
They
must
were
have
completely new
misheard you.
characters.
I must have misheard you. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I thought you said
didn't
did
do
not.
too well
No, it did.
with these 2 segments tonight.
Adam's the king of two truths.
Yeah,
Good
that's
on
well
you.
established by now.
Thanks, guys.
Fuck.
Damn.
How do you do it? What's your secret?
I don't know. I
Is
just
it the way
made
you
it
say
up.
it? I don't know. Yeah, good work.
It probably
Good on
just
ya.
means I'm not a very good bloke and good at lying.
I can never pick your
Shit
lies.
bloke. Yeah.
Nice work, lads. Good stuff. Let's
Oh,
let's
good
rate
work.
these albums out of 10.
Let's
Oof.
do it.
What do you want to do for Gorillaz?
Let's
Out
do
of 10. I don't know. Super fast
Noodles.
jellyfishes.
Noodles.
Noodles? Yeah, out of 10
Noodles?
noodles. And
Yeah.
what about MGMT?
Out of 10 days that got away.
Nice.
That's
yeah.
beautiful. All right, Brad, you can go first. Gorillaz.
Gorillaz. I'm not sure. It's like it's not a 10. I think there's something so in like there's nothing like the Gorillaz. I don't think there's no one else has done anything like this good in terms of some sort of virtual fake thing that's has so much character to it. All the songs are sick. apart from a couple, goes through a little bit too long, in my opinion, and there is a lot of MCing in this, a lot of rapping, and I kind of not get over it, but I don't know who these guys are, and when they all come together, I'm a little bit all over the place with it. In terms of that sort of stuff, which isn't a good argument at all. You can definitely argue against that, but that's just me. Maybe 8 noodles.
8 noodles.
8 noodles.
8 noodles. All right. Nice. Adam?
This album, I really love this album. This is an album that you have albums when you're a kid that you fall in love with and then you can't go back to it. I have not. Like, I've told Brad I've tried to shove this down his throat for years. This album I've just constantly been able to go back to my whole life, and I always get something new out of it.
Is this leading up to
I think it does go a bit long.
Oh, okay.
But I've given 10s to albums on this show and I think this is better than that.
So what is it then, mate? Come on.
I'm going to give it 10 noodles.
There it is.
Yeah.
All right.
God damn.
Is that your first
There you
10
go.
of season 3?
Yeah, it is.
Damn.
And I'm happy with it too.
Incredible.
God damn.
That's lovely.
Congrats, mate.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, well done. You've produced a great album here. Yeah, I think I liked it more on my first listen, especially the first half of the album. I thought this is running so fucking well between songs.
Yeah.
Does go pretty long, and there are some parts that just aren't as interesting musically as well. But I really like the sound of it. Like, it's just such a unique sound and concept. I'm gonna go 9. Split down the
Dang.
middle. Whew, that's pretty big.
Nice.
It's a pretty big score. Let's do Little Dark Age by MGMT out of 10 Days That Got Away. Bradley.
Jeez. Okay. I'd just like to add that I think I like Demon Days better than this. Better than Plastic Beach as well.
Really?
Yeah. I think there's the beat making on that is Dare and Dirty Harry are they're my 2 favorite Gorillaz songs, I think. Oh my god. But okay, moving on. Little Dark Age. I think this album has never come out of my rotation. It's always in there, and there's a new song every time that blows me away. The lyrics are kind of a bit all over the shop. Not all over the shop. They're just some of them a bit like James and When You're Small, kind of a bit weird.
Do you know James is did you read what James is about?
It's about
It's about a band member
yeah
that left the band, and it's just like a nice. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's just like
It is quite like
You're
a tribute
welcome to
song,
come back
kinda.
whenever.
Yeah. It's just
Quite beautiful.
maybe it's just more instrumental. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just not. It doesn't hit the hardest.
Mm.
But I got no problem giving this a 9.
Yep.
9 days that get away. That got away. Sorry. Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Adam.
I'm also going to follow you up with a 9 there. This also hasn't, since you showed me, it hasn't come out of my rotation either. I love this album. I would have to agree though that there are a little couple dips, but they're not. It's not a big dip.
Yeah.
It's just not. I don't know. I think, and also the lyrics. I do like a lot of the lyrics, but the concepts aren't as strong as the Plastic Beach one, I would say.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's probably my only little dip. Not that they're not strong, but it's just in comparison for me.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
What was it? 9
Days That Got Away, mate.
days that got away. It was 9 that got away.
That's a lot of days. Well, I'm gonna go with 8 days a week that got away. 8 days a week. Pretty much what you guys said. Lyrics weren't that great. Definitely knocked it off for me. But I think the production is like so smooth. But I like it better than the Gorillaz album because every song just sounds. I don't know. I really appreciate that in an album when every song sounds like it's on the album. Consistency. Yeah, that's the key word, isn't it? So that's why I'm giving it 8 days that got away, and we have a winner, but it's not Little Dark Age. It's the Gorillaz Plastic Beach. 27 out of
Can't believe
30.
it.
beats Little Dark Age 26 out of 30.
Yeah.
I'm filthy. Nah.
Adam's 10 was the deciding
fair.
factor.
It's so fair.
Yeah.
It's so fair.
I think it's pretty fair, but also two pretty high scoring albums.
Yeah.
Two of
Yeah.
the
These
highest.
I think these two albums are going to go pretty far in the
Pretty deep.
bracket.
Tell you what,
I
we've
think.
got some good albums in this season. Like
We've
at the
done
top
some
of the,
good albums, but we've done a lot that are, I feel the same, just a pretty similar baseline for a lot of them. Where for me, these two are probably above those so
I
far.
would agree with that. Yeah, we're giving out a lot of 7s and 8s.
7 and 8.
I'm just
they've
looking
been
now.
really good albums.
I'm
but
looking now.
These are
There's-
the first two where,
Yeah.
a fun week.
6, 7,
Yeah.
9.
Absolutely.
Out of 22 albums, we've given out 9 23s out of 30, which is like 7,
Whoa.
7, 8, or
That's a lot.
7, 8, 8. But bracket episode, it's coming in hot. It's coming in hot. But this week is done and dusted. That's right.
We are
Plastic
good.
Beach beats Little Dark Age in a very, very refreshing week of listening.
Yeah, it was.
It was just lovely. It was truly beautiful.
Yeah.
But next week, we're going back to bloody rock and roll, mate. Bloody Akadaka. No, we're not doing Akadaka. Although, I think we should one day. Because
We should one day.
Yeah.
because quite frankly,
it's pretty good.
I think they might be.
Should do
I
Back
think
in Black.
they might be the best rock band of all time. Is that like something that's a bit crazy?
I don't know about that.
I don't know. I think they're just classic. Everyone.
Have you heard the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones?
Unfortunately, yes.
Exactly.
Listen to the album.
Anyway.
Back to the fucking front. Next week, couple of Newcastle lads. That's right. Josh Nickerson and Tim Driver from Newcastle band Indigo Bloom.
Woo.
Yoo-hoo, are coming on. For the first band that we're covering to feature twice on the pod. It's taken 46 episodes, and we finally doubled up on a band. Title Fight. Who would have
Yeah.
thought?
Yes.
Floral Green is going up against
So
New
good.
Bloom by Endless Heights. Sydney band, Endless Heights. That's going to be sick. I like both bands, like both albums very much.
Is that
Yeah.
the album with the orangey purple cover?
It's like a tie-dye looking thing. It was their first album.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
yeah. Cool.
It's
Cool,
very title fighty, actually,
Oh,
and
I'm keen.
early
Already keen.
basement ish.
Sign me up.
Yeah, I think they toured with those two bands. Well, definitely with
Whoa.
Basement. I'm assuming they probably toured with Title Fight too. And on the sites, they
Yeah.
toured with everyone a few years
Sick.
ago in that genre. Sick. Let's wrap it up. Follow us on the socials at Record Royale, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Join our group, the Record Royale Epic Facebook group. No, the Record Royale Epic Facebook group Royale. Yeah, hit us up whenever through that or on the socials. I actually would recommend joining it because for our 50th episode, we got some shit coming up, and we might post in the group for some help. And
Yeah.
could be fun.
We need some help.
Could be fun. So join that group, keep in touch, and we'll see you next week with a couple of lads from Indigo Bloom. All right, that was our first Zoom call, guys. Hope it went great. I think it went pretty good. How'd
Yeah, I
you
liked it.
feel?
Yeah.
It should be good. Can't wait to see. All right,
Thank you, Professor.
everyone.
Radio.
We'll see you next week. Love you all. Bye.
Bye.